Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in Foley Square. It's midday, Friday, October 27th, 2023. We're covering the Sam Bankman-Fried trial. Yes, he did take the stand. Yesterday was just the dress rehearsal, complete at that time with cross-examination, which didn't go well for him. But today he's still on direct, throughout the morning, on direct. Mark Cohen asking him really kind of basic questions about, increasingly complicated. What's the risk waterfall? Essentially, from my point of view, making the whole thing seem more and more complex, such that a juror might wonder whether they could convict somebody in such a complex field that maybe they wouldn't understand. Now, when Judge Kaplan belatedly, on a second request, agreed to Mark Cohen's lunch break request, we're going back in at 1:30. I ran across to the building right behind me, 40 Foley Square, where there's a quite interesting U.S. versus DEA bribery case, U.S. versus Costanzo, excuse me, not George Costanza, but Costanzo. He's on the dock with Mark Mukasey representing him. There's a lot of audio tapes being shown. There's a lot of exhibits, many of which we have. Basically, what could be worse than a U.S. DEA agent leaking the information about cases to the various suspects? So that's why it's there. And there I spoke to some esteemed counsel in the room who said if Bankman-Fried can just find one juror that finds him sympathetic, that's all he needs. Bankman-Fried, that's what he needs. We'll have a song coming. Finally, we went into 60 Center behind me, but the Trump trial was apparently in lunch break as well. That's what happens around here. But Ivanka Trump is supposed to testify. That was the ruling by Judge Engoron this morning, and we'll be covering that. I believe, if pending an appeal, will be after the SBF is over. But the Gaza situation will still be going on because the UN is an absolute fraudulent failure. There will be a vote today at 3 in the UN General Assembly, and I'm going to predict, despite a huge number of yes votes, that nothing will be accomplished. Watch this space. Inner City Press.